Vito, fanatic of Aclazotz. And we say, you. There you go, Vito. Good job. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J, and tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because one of our favorites, one of the all-time greats, he's back. Vito is back. You saw the title of it. We're building him an army. We're building him blood sacrifices as he deserves. There is a combination with Vito and Mobilize right now that I think people are ignoring, and I think he's probably one of the best Mobilize support cards out there. I'm going to say it. Bar none, he might be one of the best, and once you see this combo working, I think you might agree too. So before we get down to business here, we show you what we're doing with this Orzhov Vampire Sacrifice deck. I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously maul you and attack you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillanj for a live streaming. Goodness, we'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Both places. Check out the live stream. We'd love to see you. Hit that bell. You'll be notified when we go live or any new videos come up. We want to do that too. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, everything right there. It's all going to be there on Discord if you want to share something with me. That's where community lives. And of course, this deck and all the other decks that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So if you want a copy of those, the AetherHub is right down there, because you're going to want a copy of it. You already know you want a copy of this one. So what are we talking about when we talk about Vito mobilization? Vito's army, the Blood Army. Well, sacrifice is going to be a big part of this. As you know, Mobilize has a built-in sacrifice outlet, and there's a gain and drain aspect, and then there's a big kind of janky aspect to this. So first things first, I've really been enjoying Gas Guzzler. You know, if Aether Drift, or aka AetherCar, gave us anything, it was Gas Guzzler, which is a 2/1, 1 black, comes in, tapped, which starts our engines. I do like that max speed ability to sacrifice another vehicle or creature, and we draw a card, which is very useful. Again, card superiority is going to be a big play on this. Card superiority is going to be a very big play to kind of knock out the things that we want to do. So keep that in mind. He's giving us blue steel there. Stab, yeah, I like stab. I'm tired of things exploding on me. Is an instant for removal. You could use cut down as well, either one. I think your 1-drop removal is going to be right there, only 2 of them. Removal is going to be big. Guys, we need to keep those mono red decks off of us. We're going to need to just absolutely knock them out. You know, that's what we got to do. So we need to hit removal. I'm going to go with 2 more Bitter Triumphs and 3 more Get Lost. The reason that I want Get Lost a little bit more is we need to destroy enchantments as we go sometimes. It doesn't really matter if we give people tokens or whatever. I'm not super worried about that. It does backfire sometimes, but it is more important to be able to kill a Planeswalker or knock out an enchantment. For Bitter Triumph, of course, I don't mind paying 3. We're going to gain life with this, or we could discard something. So enough of the foreplay, man. Let's get to the good stuff here. We are going to run Voice of Victory, arguably one of the best new 2-drops in white. It is incredibly good. First of all, it's a 1/3 for 2 mana. It mobilizes 2, so it puts 2 tokens on the board every time you attack. But also, your opponents can't cast spells during your turn, which is insane, man. Take that, counterspell players. Take that, instant removal. As soon as this is on the board, you know it's going to survive until your opponent's turn. So you're kind of pushing the ball back into your opponent's court, especially when they're kind of doing that sly thing where they say, well, I'll hold my removal to play it on my turn. You put it down, they can't cast spells on your turn. They're done. So they can't do it until they get rid of it, and if they never get rid of it, they're never casting any counter spells or instants or anything like that, or flashes. So just an amazing card. Absolutely worth it. Fits just about in any color you're running white in. And that Mobilize, when you swing in, you create 2 attacking, tapped and attacking, 1/1 red warrior tokens. sacrifice in the beginning, the next end step. That instant creation and sacrifice is what we're going to be looking for, okay? We want that combination play. We'll show you why in a second. Fanatical Offering. We have Veto on the card right here. 1 black and 1 as an additional cost to this creature. Sacrifice an artifact or a creature. So when you swing in with Voice of Victory right here, you could immediately, if they hit or if they're going to get blocked, Fanatical Offering is fantastic. I love drawing 2 cards and creating a map. The map will help us either pump somebody or get another mana out as we do it, which is extremely useful. We're going to have so many options to sacrifice here. That is going to be a big part of it. Blood must flow. Blood must flow on this one. So great to sacrifice your Mobilize guys after they've gone in, and you get cards off of it as well because they're going to die. Blood Witch. Yes, if we're doing vampires, I think probably one of the best things you can do is a Vengeful Blood Witch on top of that. Because you're creating creatures, and then when they die, they lose life. Fantastic. You've seen kind of a similar play with my Elspeth deck. You probably like my Elspeth deck. So I'm not mad at you for coming in and saying, well, that's very similar. Well, we're going to do something different here. But the Vengeful Blood Witch will accelerate the fact that they're going to lose life. All of these little tokens that come in and that they're going to lose immediately or die or crash up against, we're going to constantly be draining and sacrificing is just huge. We have won games just by ripping those down. Bartolome de Presidio, the Vampire Knight. Now, this is a great one right here. Again, if you're running in with more Mobilizes, he, at the end, you can just eat them. He just feeds on them. So he says, oh, great, soldiers, I'm going to eat them. 1 black and 1 white, Orzhov, 2/1. He's a Vampire Knight. Whenever another creature, sacrifice another creature artifact, he gets a 1/1 counter. He gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and he constantly feeds. You combine Vengeful with Bartolome and a ton of tokens, you're getting a huge gain and drain effect right there. Now, here's where people are sleeping on right here. This is the combination of the vampires that I think people are not looking at. This is what I like to run as the combo that I think people were missing. This is Dalkovin Pack Beasts, okay? Very unassuming card right here. It's a 0/4 Ox with Mobilize 3 and Vigilance. It's a 3-drop uncommon, and people are saying like, okay, it doesn't attack, but it makes 3 tokens that are attacking. That's what we want. I'm going to show you all of those tokens when we swing in with Dalkovin. All of those tokens are going to be fed off of. So you figure you attack with Voice of Victory and Dalvokin already with Vengeful Blood Witch. We're going to lose 5 tokens instantaneously, and they're going to lose 5 life, even if nobody hits, even if nobody collides with our opponent. Just the death of those tokens is going to feed us. Or Bartolome de Presidio, de las Cruces, whatever his name is, he is going to feed off of them as well. Now we're talking. Or we draw cards off them, either with Gas Guzzler or Fanatical Offering. So there's a steady flow of cards. So there's constant stream of little soldiers that we can feed to. And don't worry, we're getting to the Veto version. Preacher of the Schism, if we're talking about soldiers feeding on, Vampire Cleric, 1 black and 2/4 Death Touch. Love that he's out of cut down range right there. Whenever he attacks the player with the most life or tied, you create a 1/1 vampire creature token with lifelink. Whenever this creature attacks while you have the most life or are tied, you draw a card and lose 1 life. So you could get both, but he does 2 things that we want. He creates a token, obviously for sacrificial purposes, a 1/1 token with lifelink, or he gives us an extra card. And again, card draw and token generation is the key one. He's a great blocker because he's Death Touch, and he's a great attacker because he swings in aggressively there. Now, where does Veto fit in? I'm running 3 Vetoes. You could certainly run 4. I'm not mad at you for running 4. You could take less of something here. You could use less Fanatical Offering and run 4. Veto loves sacrifices. 1 black, 1 white, and 2 Veto Fanatical Aclazotz. He is a vampire demon. He's a 4/4 flying. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, you gain 2 life. If this is the first time. The second time, your opponent loses 2 life. And if it's the third time, you create a 4/3 flying vampire demon creature with flying. So getting 3 sacrifices of permanents used to be kind of tricky. That's why he wasn't great. Now, with Voice of Victory and Dalkovin Pack Beasts, you drop Dalkovin on turn 4 and Veto on turn 5 and swing in, he's immediately getting that. he is immediately getting, because you're going to sacrifice, you're going to immediately sacrifice 3 tokens at the end of your turn. So Dalkovin will directly feed your soldiers to Vito and immediately gain 2, drain 2, and give you a 4/3 flying demon token. Every single turn that you can sacrifice 3, and believe me, we can sacrifice 3, between Bartolome, between Gas Guzzler, and the token generation team that we have of these 3 cards, and also the spells that we can cast, the constant flow of cards into our hand, because we're getting something out of all of these sacrifices. We are going to make these sacrifices work for us. We're going to get value out of them regardless. They're not going to die in vain. They're going to feed the vampires. That's what we want. So we're going to draw cards like crazy. We're going to keep a steady flow into our hand, and we're going to hit gain and drain off like nuts right there. Really, really, really cool combo. I love that Dalkovin, turn 3, turn 4, it immediately triggers Aclazotz, and almost every turn we will get a 4/3 flying demon, vampire demon going in, and gain and drain effects off. Combined with Vengeful Blood Witch, we are just going to rip them down and drain them out. Really, really fun to use Vito with Mobilize. Had a great time with it. For lands, we're going to run Restless Fortress for the gain and drain effect. I do like the Dalkovin encampment too. I thought of it too late, but it enters tapped unless you control a swamp or mountain. We don't have any mountains, but it also gives you the ability to add white, and of course, whenever you attack, you can create more Red Warrior soldiers to swing in if somebody is attacking. So it gives basically somebody Mobilize that doesn't have Mobilize if you want to pay for it, which again, forcing sacrifice onto the board, forcing creatures onto the board, super, super useful. A little bit more black, Bleach Bone, Concealed Courtyard, Restless Fortress, Cavern of Souls. You choose human, you choose vampire, you're good to go. That's all you need. You don't really need to choose Ox, I don't think. Human for these guys and vampire for everyone else as we go right there. We'll look at the statistics. 26 creatures, 18 vampires, a little bit of everything else. Bards, Clerics, Demons, Warlocks, all that. 11 instants, 24 lands altogether on a 2.2. Little splash more black than white right here. Another bonus of this deck, by the way, guys, because I know people have been saying I'm really short on wilds, I'm kind of new. You know, we have a lot of decks coming up. We have a lot of changes. We got more sets. We got 6 sets this year. I'm just showing you on Alchemy right here. I did play in the Alchemy queue. It is not an Alchemy deck, but the reason that I showed you that, this is 100% rotation proof. You're not going to lose any cards when this goes into rotation. This is pretty much all new stuff. So if you're worried about investing into the deck, you're not going to lose anything if when rotation comes up. You're not going to. If you want to run this as your daily driver for a long time, you're going to be good. Some other suggestions for your sideboard. Authority of the Consuls really helps gain license, slows your opponents down for blockers. Case of the Uneaten Feast is going to gain you life every time those little guys pop in. Worthy Cost is a fantastic removal. I would consider putting it in here maybe instead of Stab. I really like that one. Again, we can swap these in and out. Starscrape Cleric, of course, I didn't want to repeat myself too much with the Mobilize, so that's why I kind of let him out, even though he'd be useful. Strategic Betrayal is a great removal, especially against Reanimator. Veteran Stormsinger for a 4-drop, yeah, I'm not mad at him. You know, he's okay for that. I know he's immobilized, but we kind of want Vito on the 4-drop. We want to move quickly and get our combos off early. And Hardened Tactician, also a very, very useful card if you want to run that. I know Gas Guzzlers are rare, but for a 3-drop, if you wanted to do Hardened Tactician instead of something else, because he lets you sacrifice tokens, again, at the end of the turn, sacrificing tokens and drawing cards is going to be very useful. So he will let you, she will let you draw cards like crazy as well. Plus the art absolutely goes hard as hell, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, those are some of the suggestions for the sideboard. We are going to rip and grip with Vito. He is back. You can have a lot of fun. I mean, you could run him in Mardu Mobilize and he would be great. You could run him in all kind of stuff. Anything where tons of people are being sacrificed. You could run him in a demon deck with a lot of sacrifices. You know, pair him up with those other demons, the Rakdos, the Mardu demons. You could do a lot. Don't forget about Vito, because he certainly didn't forget about you. Yeah, you could run him with Bone Cairn Butcher and run a whole vampire or a whole demon kind of version of him. He is a great card, and I think we forgot about him. So let's get into it, guys. We're going to be ranking up here. We're going to be pushing some. We're going to be pushing a little bit. Let's get into it. Let's go. That's fucking horrible. What's going on here? That is fucking abysmally bad. That's decent, but geez, good lord almighty. Alright, we'll get rid of you, Vengeful. Good golly, Miss Molly. Okay. Boom. Boom. Life Creed. Let's do this. Let's see if he wants to fucking hit it. Essence Channeler. Okay. Another Essence Channeler. Wow. Basic ass shit here. Oh man, we ran really good out the gate and then all of a sudden we're getting stymied every time we do anything. Okay, would love to see that. Alright, we'll do that. No attacks, and turn. Might have to switch to the mono black if this shit doesn't work. My turn. Get lost. Okay. Let's do this. Boom, boom. Let's do that. Okay. We'll hold steady. Whatever he tries to swing in with. We're going to try to outgun him here. Fell. Do this. Boom. Pump him up. See, we always have sacrifices. Use all your cards. We have something for you. Let's get rid of you. Boom. Do this. Let's drop the swamp. Hey, what's up, Hillbilly? J Money, what's going on? Toxic Vocals. Am I back, by the way, Toxic Vocals? Deep Cavern Value. Ooh, he's gonna take my stab. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I needed that. Just gonna pump that. No blocks. Boom. It's a fucking land. Let's do this. Boom. That's Blood Witch. Boom. Let's do that. Boom. Let's do that. Probably looking for the Resurrector here. He's gonna go in whole hog on me here, I'm sure. Boom, boom. Okay. I'll sacrifice you for another card. Pack Beast, okay. Now we're on to something. Let's do this. Okay. Might be able to survive here, guys. Might be able to. He's drawing like shit, which may give us a little bit of an advantage. Let's do this. Trigger. Draws another one. Boom. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Casey Uneaten. He's gonna gain 2 life, doesn't matter. Yeah. He is fucked. He is fucked. I knew I could out-vampire him. You gotta stick with it, guys. Put your head down. And stick with it. That's gonna hit. Boom. Triple triggers. Oh yeah, you gotta hit him with the switch. Boom. Boom, boom. There we go. Alright. Telling you, man. You gotta stick with it. Gotta stick with it, guys. He started to flounder there. He started to flail a little bit. Alright, let's buy a pack real quick. Victory pack. We're smoking on that victory pack right now. Ooh, gross. Simic card. It should be back up, Toxic Vocals. Chris Cass, how you doing? Non-abnormal, how you doing? Welcome. Sorry, I was locked in there. Gobbledygook, J Money, Ellis Flowers. Avenger of the Fallen needs stuff in the graveyard. How much stuff did I have in the graveyard? I need you to do something, Ghost. And I need you to trust that I made this deck on purpose and not by accident. That's what I need from you. I need that energy. I need that energy right now. Okay? What's up, Woodhurst? You're gonna play. Ooh, very nice. Boom. Boom. Let's put down another Guzzledygook in there. Boom. Boom. Okay, what's he gonna run? I do need the third mana here. Deep Cavern. He'll probably take Stab, which means that we could still have victory. Is it a Selesnya, Hillbilly? I'm interested in a Selesnya. I want to take things down to Selesnya Town. How about y'all? Y'all like Selesnya Town? Or what? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, he took that? Okay. Alright, I would love to get a mana here. We feel you could actually run that. Hey, look at that. Ask and ye shall receive. Boof. Boof. He can't run removal on my turn. He can run it on his turn though. Okay. Hopefully he loads up the board though. Oh man, you guys got to remind me. Somebody in the Discord remind me to do the Dragon Tail sound, the soundboard. I got to do the Dragon Tail soundboard, guys. I keep forgetting. Let's do this. Finn the Famebearer with Karzi Avenger, Dragon Sniper, building it in paper. That sounds fascinating, bro. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds fucking amazing. I actually might steal that. That's a good thinking right there. Yeah, that's for sure good thinking. Okay, let's hope he doesn't hit removal and goes for the card draw instead. He's gonna do Symphonic Symphony or Siphoner. Blood Witch. Okay, we'll do this. I would love Vito right now to come out and do his thing. Full speed. Boom. Okay. I think mono green aggro could be a thing. I think that with the prevalence of low-level creatures like we have, we really could rip and grip with some mono red. Oh, he's gonna lose. All right. Fuser Flux. We needed a card there, also known as a Crad. All right, Bartolome. If we don't get what we get Bartolome and we swing heavy, and we sacrifice everything. I think we can run him down with that. There's Karsi Revenant. I think that's what he might have been looking for. To do a gain and drain. Boom, boom. There's another veto, but we don't have time for it. So we will do this. We'll slam you. Boom, boom. Who's he gonna stop? Again. Run it again. Mineral Iris, that's very smart, man. It's one of those ideas that I'm like, damn, I should have thought of that. Giving Death Touch to people, should have thought of that myself, man. And keep everything under 3 mana. Hey, Mineral. What if we kept everything under 2 mana, except for Karsi Revenant, and then we made it Abzan? We added some of the toxic white cards, and we threw in fucking Raise the Past in it. Ooh, that sounds like a fucking gumbo. I go first. Alright, we have not seen fucking Dalkovan Pack Beasts fucking any at all. Like, we've seen him one time. There's great Golgari decks out there, Filthiest. Check out my channel and pretty much there's going to be a lot of new stuff to go on. This new set's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. Boom. Okay, he's probably going to play removal on that, but what can you do? It will slow him down a little bit. He may play a creature, though. He may try to get a creature out. No, he has no cut down, so RGB. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Beautiful. I'm going to build crazy board state here. A lot of options. Too much mana, but what can you do? Golden Sidekick. Bartolome. Let's do that. Don't be a mana. Okay, that works. Well, thank you for coming to the live, Filthiest. Welcome to the show. Love to have you here. Poof, 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 poof. Do this. Eat that up. Submit. Eat that up. Submit. Dissolve all. Boom, boom, boom. Start your engines. And that. Okay. Putting a lot of pressure on him right away. Ooh, Fear of Ridicule, good one. Boom. My turn. It's fucking mana again. Push. Boom, 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 boom. Let's do that. Boom. Eat it up. Do that. Boom. Eat it up. Way too much fucking mana here. Any kind of fucking removal would have been fantastic to run him down with, but holy shit, we fucking hit removal like a lunatic. I don't know why that hit. I mean, not removal, but mana like a lunatic. We fucking flooded bad. 13 cards into a 7 mana. Yeah, more than 50% draw is not ideal. Hey, what's up, Eminandus? How you doing? Reveals their can creature. He gets to exile that. Yeah, it's the only one there. You can see our garbage hand guy there, guy. You can see our real shitty hand. Inspiring Overseer, fantastic. Draw a card and gain a life. He's gonna pump. Boom. Is he gonna swing? He is. Boom. It's a free creature that gives him out. Vito, Fanatic of Aclazotz. This is where I think things turn for us. Okay, so what do we do here to deal with what we need to deal with? We say we sacrifice you. Submit. Boom. We sacrifice. You're gonna die anyways. We sacrifice you. Lose 2 life. Boom. And then we hit. Boom. Boom. And then we draw a card off of that. Draw land. Boom. Mobilize 2. Yeah, there we go. So all we need to do is sacrifice 2 creatures and we win because he loses 2 life. If he doesn't have removal, he's going to be in trouble. Man, we drew a lot of fucking... Thank you so much, Filthiest. Thank you so much. Also, Mineral Area. Mineral Area is the mineraliest area. Question is, does he go in with what he goes in with? That's the real question he's got to ask himself. He can't... That can't block, so he will go in with that. Or he won't. He will go in with that one. He'll grab me for 1. Boom. He gets a little guy. He gets another little guy. Let's say Vampire, put you down. Boom. Put you down. Say, eat you up. Vito, Fanatic of Aclazotz. And then we say, you. There you go, Vito. Good job. It's Drifty. Come on, get drifty. Everybody get drifty. Get up and down on the dance floor. We're gonna stay drifty. Gonna stay drifty. Very nice. Good long games here. I'm liking that. These are some nice, juicy, sink your teeth in steak and potato games. I like that. Very pleasant. Eminandus, did I say hello? By the way, guys, we got 35 people watching on YouTube and 18 likes. Hold on, let me pull up the calculator again, okay. Does 35 equal 18? No, it does not. Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that. We'll see how that goes. Boogar, look at that Boogar right there. There he is. Let's put down this. Guzzle up. Guzzling. Getting drifty with it. Oh, look at the shame likes. We got the shame likes and the shame leaves. I always like that. We get the shame leaves and the shame likes both at the same time. Oh, something about my stream stopping makes it too hard to fucking cast spells. Makes it too hard to like again. You can't do it. It's impossible. That we don't have the technology. Boom, boom. Okay. So we will put down Caravan of Souls with Vampire and a removal for whatever pops out here, because he can drop 4 here. Let's see if he uses that to burn up Voice. Yeah, we gotta kill that right away. That's a fucking on-site. That is a fucking on-site. Vampire. Boom. I know you get your fucking on-site, bro. You are fucking on-site. Boom. 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 Okay. Vampire here would be fantastic. I mean, a mana right here would be fantastic. If not, Pugnacious. Alright, he's gonna hit me hard, but that's fine. It's whatever. It's whatever, man. Hit me for 6. I can gain life back in this deck. Boom. Okay. Don't be a tap land. It's a fucking tap land. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put the burden on him. We'll keep the Voice of the Victory alive. But we'll put pressure. Oh, he's gonna take all of it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay. He goes hard. I will draw a CARD card. Boom. Boom. Draw a land. Boom. Okay. So we will stop whatever power hit he thinks he's getting in here. It's the Dracosaur. Let's do that. Damn, the Hardy Chomp. The Hardy Chomp and the Pump. No, we didn't have it, guys. We didn't have it. If he would have fucking had a worse hand there, we might have had something there, but no. Close one. I like that. That was fun, though. Your hobby could be fucking gambling, drinking, womanizing, but you play with magic. She should love that. Let me put it in perspective. You could be at a craps table right now. Instead, you're watching a fake vampire play fake vampires. It's a great hobby to have. Hey, what's up, Kitty Kate? How you doing? Oh, I wasn't mad at their deck. Honestly, I kind of like their deck. I kind of like their deck. I was mad at the fucking shuffler for giving me nothing but mana for 50 turns. That was what I was mad at. Stab. Very good. Standard alchemy. Yeah, it's a standard deck. I'm just playing in the alchemy queue to just not make my life a living hell. What's he gonna put down? Whatever he puts down, I'm gonna stab it. Boom. But either way, welcome, Parisa. Perhaps I can warm you. Perhaps I can warm you on this hobby. Hopefully he doesn't kill that. Hopefully he says, well, I need to get board presence. I won't kill that. I'll let it run. And then Vito will be able to do what it does. Perfect. That's what we needed. Okay, we do this. We do this. We swing. Boom. Bop, 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 bop. Watch this. Click. Bang. Click. Bang. All of them off. There you go. And now he's confused. No witnesses. Very nice. We do that. Boom. I'm gonna hit him with the get back right here. I'm gonna hit him with the get back. He's not gonna like this shit. I got a bunch of these cards, man. Get him again. Get him again, bros. Got another wipe. Nah, you ain't getting in, home. You ain't getting in, homie. You ain't getting in. You ain't cut like that, homie. You ain't got this shit. You ain't got it like I do. Boom. Fake vampire playing fake vampires, as promised. That is a brutal combo, guys. I hope that illustrated how brutal that combo is. When you get the turn 3 onto the turn 4 Vito, the turn 3 Pack Beast onto the turn 4 Vito, you will make him hurt. Skylord, I hope I wasn't too harsh. I feel bad about what I said. But welcome either way to both you and your lovely wife. D. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. I'll go with this hand. I'm not nuts about it, especially against Diamond, but these are such good games. We are actually positive on this. We're 57%. I just always remember there was a thing. I think my girlfriend Snow told me. She was like, watch this. And it was like a TikTok, and it was like, how do you know, girls, how do you know that your guy isn't cheating on you right now? And, you know, he could be doing anything. And it cuts to the girlfriend opening up, or the wife opening up a door, and it's a guy in his office, and he's got like a bunch of stuff and figurines, and she was like, hey babe, what are you doing? He's like, I'm painting my Black Legion soldiers right now that they're blah blah blah, and he goes through this whole explanation about why he's painting his Warhammer figurines a certain color. That always struck me as, Your man is inside. He's painting Warhammer figurines. He ain't doing nothing, bro. Where's my hat? Oh my god, my hat! Okay, I think that might have been the problem, guys. We may have been hatless there. That may have been one of the big issues. Look, more fucking mana. Look at this, guys. Great. We love to see this. 7 mana off the top. We need to take one out of the deck, apparently. I don't know. I don't know, guys. How are you gonna do that? Search for desert cards. Put 2 of them. I love Vito. I gotta put Vito in the game, man. We gotta get that Vito representation into the meat, into the schmeat. You know? Oh, he's gonna try to ping me with deserts. Oh, that's lame. Oh my god, dude. I swear. Okay, hit. Boom. Palm. Boom. We're sacrificing one of y'all. Delva can pack these. Thank freaking Lord. Alright. Oh my god, dude. 8 mana off the fucking top. Off of 11, 8 mana. I can't win that, guys. I can't fucking win that. That's too much. Boom, 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 boom. The Great Worm. Ooh, it's the Great Worm, everybody. It's the Great Worm. There he is, the Great Worm. Boom, boom. Gas Guzzler. Hit, hit, hit. Submit. Another land. And a Voice of Victory. Fantastic. I don't know what's going on here, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 15, you know? There we are. Yeah, definitely. You won't be playing much Magic if you draw like me. That's the good news. You won't be playing too much Magic if you draw like me. That's the good news. The Goose Mother. Food tokens. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Love to see that. Boom. Boom. 2 attackers. We'll go in with this. Boom. Take 2. It takes 2 to make a thing go right. It takes 2 to make it out of sight. I wanna rock right now. I wanna rock right now. It takes 2 to make a thing go. Is he gonna doppelgang? Is that what he's trying to do? Ooh, whenever a land enters, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Okay. Gain 1 life and draw a card. Boom. Two attackers. He's gonna swing. I'll take it. Resolve. My turn. Preacher of the Schism. Got him. Got him. Ha ha! Got him. Ah, got him. Veto on that rip and grip. 62%, not bad. Have to say overall, not too shabby. We'll go one more. Let's go to the regular ladder. I believe that was actually 58 lands that I drew that game. By my count, I think I drew more lands than there actually was in the deck. I may have drawn more lands than there were stars in the sky. It's not clear. I stopped counting after a certain point, you know. It's like grains of sand on the beach, you know. Who can count them? I go first on this big old VOV deck here. Okay. This big old big old juicy VOV deck. VOV. Whenever I say VOV, it reminds me of the Hebrew letter Vav. Vav. Do. Vav. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Poison. This deck is poison. Deep. Girl, I must warn you. I don't trust that he's not going to fucking play some sort of kill here. I'll just let him go through. Boom. Yeah. We'll do this. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'll have to say human, I guess. He's gonna play a removal on me here. No, not really. I know a smattering. I have an affinity for languages. I know a little bit of Hebrew because of tarot cards and other variety of esoteric knowledges. I know a little bit of every language just because I like language. Generally speaking, I like language. Boom. Okay. Alright, hopefully he doesn't have just a rack of removal here, and we can get in where we fit in. Hopefully he's got little creatures or something like that, or pump-ups, and he just doesn't have an absolute shitload of removal. If you haven't noticed, I don't know if we have, if we haven't, anytime anybody comes in, I like to greet them in their language. Guten Abend, Merhaba, Guruşürüz, Bonjour, Bienvenidos. I have affinity for language. which is I share with my mom. I just like language. Bonjour, bienvenue, konnichiwa, ni hao. Farsi? I don't know that much Farsi. I used to know a little bit more Arabic because there was a I lived in an area that was a lot of Chaldean and Persian and all that. But language is just fascinating, so that's why I like it. We'll do this. Boom. Let's go in. Boom. Mobilize. We'll do this. We'll say discard a card. Discard that. Boom. He's probably going to try to protect it. Any Kotis decks running around? Who's Kotis again? I haven't seen him. Kotis is interesting. He's very hard to get, and I know people have been excited about him to try to get him. Salam. Ah. Yeah, I used to be much better at languages. I've traveled quite extensively. I used to live in Istanbul. And you'll hear pretty much every language on the planet spoken in Istanbul. You know, because it's like literally the entire East and Western combination all go into it. Boom. All right, so this guy's gonna really rip. Boom, 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 boom. All right, take him to the cleaners. Take him to the cleaners, Blood Witch. Take him outside. Take him out back. That. Boom. Diabolic intent to search for vetoes. I don't think that's legal. However, we could maybe do you know, we have 4 of them in here. He'll pop organically usually, you know. Kotis needs such precise timing. That's the thing. Kotis really needs to hit correctly because you can you need a lot of setup to hit Kotis, and I think he's done. Boom, he's out of there. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, it is a lot. It's a 4-drop for 2, but he's indestructible. Which actually makes him a good on curve for a Sib-Sig. So yeah, I mean, VITO'S back, guys. He works so well with Mobilize. I think Trex was the one to point that out way back back in the day, but yeah, he works great with Mobilize. You got to get him out there mobilizing. I know there's better ways to mobilize, but honestly, I think Davakin Pack Beasts and Vav really does what he does, because you can immediately get his triggers off on the turn 4 curve if you want it. So I'm never mad at that. But I think we'll leave that deck right there for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the return of Vito.